Good morning, everyone. I hope we're all having a good day today. I'm going to read you the next excerpt of my first novel in a series, Black and White Odyssey of Eden. And here we go. What was worse was that the day only had just started. How quickly Alan transmuted from a diamond to be shattered glass, as he gulped to hold back tears. How long he could contain his sadness he did not know, but he had to endure for at least another 5 hours. But beyond the sadness and frustration boiling within himself, he felt embarrassed, ashamed that undoubtedly the whole class knew of his exploits. He would be even more of a weirdo, struggling to find someone who could understand him. The recess bell sounded, and the children began to retreat back to their regimens. Alan had felt a tinge of panic, but it was dampened to the point of apathy by his utter disillusionment. He saw her, standing in line along with him, up ahead of him. Despite what had happened, she had given him nothing more than a glance. This Herculean effort that Alan had pulled off, and all he got in return was a glance. Who am I, anyway? Alan asked himself. He felt like an alien in his own skin, his own pudgy, sweaty skin. For the next 5 hours, Alan, sitting a mere 3 desks away from Julie in the large classroom, felt as if the gap between them was the size of the Grand Canyon, and yet he felt uncomfortably close to her. Not a single peep from her about the letter. Not a single peep. As the hours passed, the only company Alan had was his emotions, contemplating in his mind what had happened, each moment becoming more and more shattered. He thought that by the end of the day there would be nothing left of him. Maybe this was good, though. He would shed some pounds off his fat ass. He lamented in his mind. I'm disgusting. That's why she's not interested in me. Alan would never be able to comprehend that this was not the case at all. He was a handsome young boy. While it was true he was a little bit heavier than his classmates, he was beautiful, though he could never see it. He had never been looking for it in himself. His cheeks were chiseled in such a way, and his frame broad and strong for a child, that it was clear he would grow up to be a stunningly attractive adult. Julie's distaste for Alan was not his appearance. She did not understand him, and while by no means one of the less intelligent children in the class, she had no hope of ever understanding him. She knew this, but Alan did not. Finally, the bell rang, signifying the end of a gut-wrenching day for Alan. His heart sank to his feet as he watched Julie leave the classroom for the day. His instructor sat at her desk, staring at him with sorrowful eyes. She may not have been the smartest teacher, but she knew what she knew. She loved Alan, and knew he was in pain. Alan got up from his desk with an exaggerated smile on his face, eyes too wide open, and posture too resolute to be real. He looked at the instructor, nodded at her, and said, "Have a great day, ma'am. I'll see you on Monday." There was nothing that could be done. It was no one's fault. Not Julie's, not the instructor's, not Alan's, not John's. It was no one's fault. Alan would later remember his mother telling him, 4 years later, "You had the emotional maturity of a 30-year-old at the age of 10. It made no difference to him. All he knew was that he was in pain, and no one knew how to help him. Alan left the classroom and walked to his bicycle. He saw Julie in the distance, working at the administrative office for the school, with some of the instructors. As he was watching her, he noticed her gaze slowly meander over toward him. The moment their eyes met, she stripped her gaze away and marched defiantly into the administrative building. This was it, he said to himself. I have nothing left. Alright, that's it for this section today, guys. Love you all. I'll come at you with the next one tomorrow. Peace.